Hola a todos, Shalom lekulam, hi everyone. I'm going to explain how you could lead your Rosh Hashanah Seder. But first of all, I'm going to explain the origin of this tradition.
Esta comida la llaman comida de merengena.
The Rosh Hashanah Seder is a less known tradition, and it consists of symbolic ingredients, meaningful reflections around these foods and omens for the new year. And this is perfect to enhance your Rosh Hashanah dinner, whether it is with your family, friends, or at your congregation. This Seder is based on the following Talmudic quote from Avaye, which is located in the Seder Orayot 12a. Now that you said that an omen is a significant matter, a person should always be accustomed to look at or to eat this on Rosh Hashanah: squash, fenugreek, leeks, dates. And as Jewish people were living around the world, new symbolic foods were added, although this custom penetrated first in Sephardic communities, and then Ashkenazi communities added, for example, as you know, apples, honey. They were developed two traditions based in these Talmudic quotes. One is to look at, so you will have your Rosh Hashanah Seder plates with all the ingredients in your dinner, in your table, and taste these ingredients with the dishes that you have prepared. We call these elements simanim in Hebrew, which means symbols. And we are going to say like blessings, like kavanot, intentions, like omens over these symbolic foods, depending of their shapes, their name in Hebrew or in Aramaic. So we used to play with the words. I'm going to introduce the simanim, the symbolic ingredients. We have a pomegranate, we have squash, beet, leek, black-eyed peas, dates. The fish are the head of a fish, and apples in honey. Once you are in your Rosh Hashanah Seder table or in your congregation also, first we are going to start by lighting the candles, which are the Yom Tov candles. So you will recite the blessing that all we know. Then we are going to do Kiddush. Remember that there is a different Kiddush than that we do for Shabbat or other holidays. So we will recite the blessing of the Kiddush for Rosh Hashanah. Then, if you are accustomed to do Netilat Yadayim, you will go to do Netilat Yadayim and do the blessing. And then finally, remember that you will have a round challah that we used to bake for Rosh Hashanah. The circle means the cycle of our calendar, the cycle of life. So you are going to break the challah to do hamotzi, and then you are going to dip in some honey. Okay? Remember that also some families used to dip it first in salt and then in honey.
Esta comida la llaman la comida.
First of all, you will say the blessing for each ingredient, depending whether it belongs to the tree, ha'etz, or it belongs to the soil, ha'adama, or it is neutral, like the fish head. I suggest you to begin with dates and then to follow by pomegranates. Why? There is not a consensus on how to with which ingredient to begin the Seder. But as this is a fruit from the Eretz Israel, from the Medinat Israel, it is so meaningful to start with it and then to follow with the pomegranates, which is also a fruit from Eretz Israel.
Esta comida la llaman la comida.
We are going to start with dates. As I have said, you will recite the blessing that we all know for the fruit of the for the fruit of the tree. Then you will eat it, and then you will do the Yehi Ratzon, which it is the omen, the good thing that you want to have in your life for the next year. And as I told you, you play with words, and for dates, the Hebrew name is Tamar, so it is so similar as the Hebrew verb to finish. So it symbolizes the things that you want to finish in your life, the bad vibrations, your enemies, the haters in the world. So you will see the Yehi Ratzon. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, שיתמו אויבינו ושונאינו וכל מבקשי רעתנו.
Ay, mi Dio c'era sì che la grada.
Pomegranate, it is a so meaningful fruit for our tradition, the Jewish tradition. It has been included in Torah, in the Song of Songs. And also we have like a crown in our Torah scrolls in our synagogues. So it is so beautiful fruit which has many seeds. And there is a midrashim that says that a pomegranate has 613 seeds like mitzvot. So the pomegranate is going to symbolize for your Rosh Hashanah Seder dinner and for your upcoming year the mitzvot and the gemilut chasadim, the good actions that you want to go forward, to implement. So you are going to wish for your family and for your friends and for yourself how many mitzvot do you want to fulfill this year? יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, שנהיה מלאים מצוות כרימו.
So one of the blessings for the Rosh Hashanah Seder is over the apples and honey. The Yehi Ratzon, or specific blessing for the apples and honey, wishes upon the family renewal and growth in the new year, with the apple symbolizing the growth and renewal as a fruit tree regrows every year and produces new fruit, and the honey symbolizes the wish for sweetness in the new year.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו, ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, שתתחדש עלינו שנה טובה ומתוקה כדבש.
So the blessing for the leeks in the Rosh Hashanah Seder comes from the desire to cut off our enemies, because the word for leek in Aramaic, which is karti, is similar to the Hebrew word for yikartu, which means to cut off. And so you say the Yehi Ratzon over the leeks so that our enemies may be cut off from us in the new year.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו, ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, שיכרתו אויבינו ושונאינו, וכל מבקשי רעתנו.
So continuing on the desire to get rid of our enemies in the new year, one of our symbolic ingredients on our Seder plate is, in the case of the Rosh Hashanah Seder book, the beet. Traditionally, it's a beet green. The word for beet green in Hebrew, selek, is similar to the verb yistaklu, which means to banish. And so over the beet, we say a blessing to banish our enemies in the new year.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו, ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, שיסתלקו אויבינו ושונאינו, וכל מבקשי רעתנו.
The inclusion of squash on the Rosh Hashanah Seder plate is due to its Aramaic root, kara, which sounds similar to both Hebrew words for tear up and to read. Therefore, the Yehi Ratzon over the squash is that God will tear up any evil decrees that have been made against us or by us about ourselves, and that our good judgment will be read in the new year, and we will be written in the book of life.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו, ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, שתיקחה רועה גזר דיננו, ויקראו לפניך סחיותינו.
The inclusion of beans on the Rosh Hashanah Seder plate is due to the fact that the word yirbu, which means to multiply, is similar to the Aramaic root of the word for beans, rubia. Therefore, you say the Yehi Ratzon over the beans so that the good things in your life may multiply in the year to come.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו, ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, שיכבו סחיותינו ותלבנו.
The head of a fish. Obviously, we haven't brought the head of a fish, but it is one of my favorite ingredients, and also the Yehi Ratzon of the head of the fish. It comes to symbolize that we couldn't be on the back, but on the lead, at the lead of an action, always the head, so we could improve ourselves and we could improve the world we are living at. For those who doesn't want to have fish, the head of the fish in your Rosh Hashanah Seder dinner, or also because you are a vegetarian, I suggest you to change it for a vegetable that has a head, excuse me. So you could change it for broccoli that has a little head, so it will symbolize that you will be at your head always. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, שנהיה לראש ולא לזנב. We would like to wish you, on behalf of the Reformed Jewish Community of Madrid, Shana Tova. May you have a meaningful Seder using our recipes and our Yehi Ratzon, and Shana Tova Tikatevu, año dulce y bueno.
Ay, mi tío c'era sí, que le agrada beber vino, con el vino, 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 mucho venía el vino. En las fiestas de las fiestas siempre brilla el